Hey, welcome back to the Mind Maze. You know, this space has always been about understanding what the mind really goes through. Not the surface stuff that people see, but what's actually happening underneath. And today we're talking about something that doesn't get enough light: depression and schizophrenia. It's one of those things people rarely talk about, even in mental health spaces. You hear about hallucinations, delusions, paranoia, but not about how heavy it feels inside. Not about the sadness that creeps in after everything else quiets down. Depression and schizophrenia is like no other. It's not sadness. It's this deep, intense emotion that makes you feel like you're losing pieces of yourself you didn't realize you even had in the first place. Imagine trying to figure out what's real, what's fake. And by the time you really do, it hurts even more. You see what's changed, who's pulled away, the things you've missed, the confusion left behind, and your brain starts grieving its own chaos. That's something people never seen. They just think it's getting better once the hallucinations fade. But sometimes that's where the depression starts, understanding that your life may have been a lie the whole entire time. It's not weakness, it's not giving up. It's the weight of awareness. Realizing how much stigma there still is in the world, and how the world still chooses fear over empathy, regardless of the years and years of education America has put themselves through trying to better the understanding of mental health overall. People living with schizophrenia often feel invisible, like they're walking through a world that sees their illness, not them as a person. And that invisibility is what feeds into their depression the most. But here's the truth. Depression and schizophrenia can be treated. Not overnight, not easily, but it definitely can. Medication helps, therapy helps, but sometimes it's not treatment, but the connection. Having someone stay, someone who doesn't flinch when you want to talk about what's on your mind, someone who sees you for who you are as a person rather than a diagnosis. That kind of support is medicine too. Recovery isn't this perfect, I'm cured moment. It's messy, non-linear. Some days you feel like you're finally getting a handle on things, while other days it all crashes, burns, and disappears. But you keep going, because those small moments, the calm mornings, the laughter, the seconds of peace, they matter so much more than what the world gives them credit for. If you're someone who's living with schizophrenia, or you love someone who is, please remember, you're not broken, you're not your darkest thoughts, and you're not what society paints you out to be. You're a human. You're learning how to live in a mind that doesn't always play by the rules, and that's okay. You deserve peace, you deserve to be here. After all, it is everyone's first time living. Depression within schizophrenia is one of those quiet battles most people never see, but that doesn't mean it's non-existent, or it doesn't matter. If anything, it reminds us how important it is to look past the label, to look deeper, to hold space for the parts of the mind that most people turn their head from. Because healing doesn't always mean getting rid of the symptoms. It just means finding light within the middle of them. Thanks for being here, for listening, and for staying open. If this episode hit something in you, share it, talk about it, or just sit with it for a while. Because the more we talk about mental health, the less alone people have to feel in them. You're listening to The Mind Maze, and as always, keep exploring your mind with patience, with honesty, and with love. Have a blessed day.